Words matter, and mine are no exception. I regret my comments, as I said, and I stand corrected.
Karoline Leavitt, the 27-year-old former Trump press secretary, has just exposed the hidden truths of The View, shaking the show to its core. Leavitt revealed behind-the-scenes details that could bring down the entire talk show. How did she take control of the narrative? And what does this mean for the future of The View? The drama is just beginning. The tension between Karoline Leavitt and Whoopi Goldberg kicked off during a heated exchange on The View. Leavitt, the 27-year-old former Trump press secretary, appeared on the show to discuss her role. But things took a sharp turn when Whoopi, known for her bold and often controversial statements, took aim at Leavitt's credentials. In a moment that stunned the audience, Whoopi suggested that Leavitt's rise to prominence had less to do with skill and more to do with her looks. "You're a 10, and that's probably the reason you're in that position," Whoopi remarked, implying that Leavitt's success was based on her appearance rather than her professional qualifications.
Goldberg and Joy Behar and the rest of the ladies on The View, they likened President Trump to Hitler. They have mocked him, they have shamed him, they have lied about him consistently on their show. These women are completely out of touch with reality, and you're right, ABC should wake up.
Karoline wasn't about to let that slide. In a sharp retort, she called out Whoopi and the show, accusing them of benefiting from wokeness rather than actual merit. "You and your old mate Joy Behar may have your jobs because of wokeness, but don't smear a competent professional woman like me," Leavitt shot back. This comment hit hard, making clear that she wasn't backing down. Whoopi, visibly taken aback, responded by trying to brush off the comment, but couldn't mask her irritation. "I'm just pointing out the obvious, honey," Whoopi said, deflecting the criticism while maintaining her stance. The clash between the two quickly escalated, setting the stage for a broader conflict that would spill over into the public eye.
I would like this young lady this is her first job, I would like her to do a little homework. Because she said something yesterday that really pissed me off. And that was, she said, there will be no wokeness here.
Oh, yeah.
Let me explain something to you. Because without that wokeness, you might not have that job.
The conflict took a new turn when Joy Behar, known for her outspoken opinions, jumped into the fray. Behar, not one to shy away from controversy, made a pointed remark about Karoline Leavitt's rise to power, claiming that her success was not due to merit, but because Trump thought she was a 10. The statement, dripping with disrespect, aimed to reduce Leavitt's hard work to nothing more than her appearance. Karoline, however, was quick to fire back. She called out what she saw as the hypocrisy of the left, stating, "Women on the left talk about empowering women, but the moment they encounter a conservative woman, they tear her down with petty insults." Leavitt made it clear that her position was earned through hard work and dedication, not simply her looks. "I'm not here because of my appearance. I'm here because of my qualifications and my hard work," she said. The back and forth between Karoline and Joy was intense, with both sides digging in their heels. Behar attempted to downplay Leavitt's response, arguing, "Well, it's not like I'm saying she's dumb, I'm just pointing out what I see." But Karoline's rebuttal left a lasting impact, calling attention to how women in politics, particularly conservative women, are often dismissed and reduced to their looks, sparking a firestorm that had everyone watching on edge. This wasn't just about a little catfight between Karoline and the hosts. Oh no, this was much bigger. Karoline's comments exposed a much deeper issue within the media, the way they manipulate narratives, silence opposing views, and shape public opinion. It's no secret that media outlets have their biases, but Karoline was calling them out like never before. As she pointed out, the mainstream media's stranglehold on public discourse is starting to weaken. More people are tuning out of the big-name outlets and going for independent sources, people who are willing to ask the hard questions and speak truth to power. And guess what? The media is freaking out about it. You've got to understand, Karoline was a game changer in that moment. She wasn't just defending herself, she was defending free speech. She was calling out the BS and challenging these media giants to be held accountable for their false reporting and biased coverage. Karoline Leavitt wasn't just a White House press secretary. She was a new kind of warrior in the media battle, and she wasn't backing down. As the heated exchange continued, Whoopi Goldberg wasn't about to back down without defending her position. She tried to shift the conversation by invoking the history of civil rights movements, arguing that wokeness has historically been a necessary force for breaking down societal barriers. Wokeness is about progress. It's about fighting for equality, Whoopi asserted, hoping to justify the idea of social activism as a tool for change. But Karoline Leavitt wasn't buying it. She quickly countered, pointing out that the way wokeness is used today has changed drastically. It's no longer about equality, it's about forcing a single ideological narrative on everyone, Karoline responded, making it clear she believes the term has become a tool of control rather than progress. Her words hit hard, showing how she sees modern activism as more about shutting down opposing views than encouraging open debate. Whoopi, refusing to back down, continued to argue that activism is necessary to create change, but Karoline shot back, emphasizing that today's activism has shifted focus from fostering understanding to silencing dissent. Activism now isn't about opening minds, it's about closing them, Karoline fired back. Sunny Hostin, another co-host, joined in, echoing Whoopi's sentiment and defending the importance of wokeness as a means of protecting marginalized groups. However, the divide was clear. Karoline's bold comments exposed the chasm between those advocating for free speech and those pushing for ideological conformity, leaving the tension hanging in the air. Karoline didn't stop at just calling out The View. She's been working to change the entire landscape of political discourse. As White House press secretary, she initiated a new media section to hold traditional media outlets accountable for inaccurate reporting. She's making it clear that if the media tries to lie, distort facts, or push fake news, they're going to be called out. And that's exactly what's happening right now. In fact, she's even restored press credentials to hundreds of journalists who had been shut out by the Biden administration. She's giving independent journalists a seat at the table, making sure that all viewpoints are heard, not just the ones that the establishment wants to push. You see, Karoline isn't just shaking up the White House press pool, she's changing the entire media game. Meanwhile, the hosts of The View aren't too happy about this new shift. Sunny Hostin, for example, laughed off the idea of independent media being allowed to attend press briefings. She argued that legacy media should still have control. And honestly, that's the problem right there. The old-school media types don't want to let go of their grip on the narrative. So, why is The View crumbling? Simple. The show's agenda is being exposed for what it really is, an echo chamber for the left, where opposing viewpoints are shut down and manipulated for political gain. Karoline's no-nonsense approach to media accountability is pulling back the curtain, showing us exactly how these outlets have been playing us all along. And the fans? Oh, they're not happy. Social media has been on fire with reactions. Some are cheering Karoline on, calling her a breath of fresh air in a world full of biased narratives. Others are ripping The View apart, calling out the hypocrisy and double standards that have been going on for years. Fans are pointing out how it's the progressive voices on The View who love to talk about empowerment, until a conservative woman steps into the ring. The controversy isn't dying down anytime soon, and it's only getting louder. People are waking up to the fact that the media's grip on what we see and hear is loosening, and it's all because Karoline Leavitt is taking a stand. So, what does this all mean for The View? Well, it's not looking too good for them. Karoline's not backing down, and neither are the millions of Americans who are tired of the same old media BS. The View is starting to realize that their influence is slipping, and with new voices like Karoline calling out the hypocrisy, their days of unquestioned dominance might be numbered. Now, we want to hear from you. Do you think Karoline Leavitt is doing the right thing by calling out the mainstream media, or is she just stirring the pot for personal gain? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We want to know what you think about this explosive showdown. And hey, If you don't want to miss out on the latest drama, gossip, and media exposés, make sure to subscribe to the channel for the hottest updates. We're bringing you the real talk, all day, every day.